At the beginning of the story, we see some blue creatures who, seeing their planet destroyed, put their baby in a ship so that they can send him to a safe place in space. The baby's name is Megamind. His mom and dad give him a fridge named Minion to protect him, and he leaves them in space by putting them both in his spaceship. On the way, Megamind finds another child in another spaceship. Perhaps he was in the same situation as Megamind. That's why his parents also left him in space for his safety. They both finally land on Earth after a very long journey. While the other child falls into a magnificent house, Mega lands in a lake. Because he falls into the lake, he has to live the life of a prisoner, such as always wearing a handcuff and going to school on the prisoner's bus. The one who goes to the school there gets the same child who landed on Earth with him. All the children there were very impressed with the power of that child. Seeing this, Megamind also tries to do something with the help of his mind so that all the children become his friends. But exactly the opposite happens. The kids were starting to get scared of him, and eventually, he thinks one day that when everyone thinks I'm well, why don't I become evil? And after thinking about this, Megamind starts creating havoc in Metro City. But there, the same second child goes to save the Metro City. Because of saving Metro City every time, everyone started calling him Metro Man. At the same time, every day there was a fight between Megamind and Metro Man. While Megamind would try to harm the city with his evil powers, Metro Man would work to save the city with his power, and that is why everyone in Metro City became a big fan of Metro Man. After a few days, the people there hold a very big event in honor of Metro Man, and when Megamind finds out about this, he takes the help of his friend Minion to get out of his prison. Minion goes to Megamind's prison and gives him a watch that allows him to take the form of any human, and he manages to escape from his prison with the help of the same watch. After escaping from there, Megamind, a news anchor named Roxanne, catches him and brings him with him to his base, and he challenges Metro Man, saying, "See how you will save Roxanne." During a conversation between Megamind and Metro Man, Roxanne reveals to Metro Man that Megamind has kept him in the city's observatory. Upon hearing this, Metro Man sets out to save Roxanne. But little did Metro Man know that the observatory he was going to was a trap set by the Megamind to kill him. When Metro Man goes to the observatory, Megamind tells Rox that copper is Metro Man's weakness. Because Metro Man's power decreases as copper goes in, and Megamind runs his super weapon, which was illuminated by direct sun, over Metro Man. After a while, Metro Man's skeleton arrives and falls near the Megamind. Megamind and the minions are overjoyed to see him dead because they don't believe he killed Metro Man. At the same time, the entire Metro City was very sad due to the death of Metro Man. After Metro Man's death, Megamind assumes control of the entire Metro City, causing havoc and theft everywhere he goes. But after a few days, Megamind gets bored with his work and remembers Metro Man and says that if Metro Man was alive, there would be someone to fight me. This frustrates Megamind so much that he has to go to Metro Man's statue. After going there, Megamind tells Metro Man's statue that I am going to blow up your statue, but it would be better if you were there. At the same time, Rock was also shooting a video on the statue of Metro Man with his cameraman Hello, and he told Metro Man's statue that Megamind keeps making some or the other mess here every day. If you were here, you would have saved us in Metro City. At the same time, a boy named Bernard was walking on that statue. He told Rox that this place was going to close soon, and that is why you should leave soon. When she is alone there, she hears someone speaking, and she goes to the other side to find out whose voice it is. At the same time, when Megamind sees that Rock is coming towards him, he quickly takes the form of Bernard with the help of Minion's watch, and he makes him his friend while talking to Rox all the way. While talking to Rox, Megamind comes up with the idea of becoming a superhero. So he, along with his friend Minion, takes Metro Man's DNA and creates a super-powered key gun, so that anyone he shoots with that gun will turn into a superhero. While the two of them are making the super-powered gun, Rox calls Megamind and tells her that I have arrived at Megamind's observatory. You'll be here soon. As soon as the Rox reach the observatory in which the lab of Megamind was located, Megamind immediately takes the form of Bernard, and when he thinks that Rox will catch him, he repeatedly transforms into Megamind and Bernard. Seeing this, Rox gets very scared and she shoots the Megamind with the same super gun. Megamind survives, but the bullet hits Roxy and cameraman Hal. Hal felt strange as soon as the bullet hit him. The same Rock comes to Hal and says that she was about to capture the Megamind, but he somehow escaped from her. After this, she goes home with Rock and Hal. Megamind and Minnie are shocked when they learn that Hal has been hit by a super bullet and approach Hal to convince him that he will soon be a superhero. After much persuasion, Hal does not understand his words, and Megamind, with the help of his watch, pretends to be the Space Father and tells him that you have been sent to Earth so that you can take the place of Metro Man and save Metro City. Hearing this, a lot of power comes inside Hal, due to which he starts flying here and there out of control. Here the Megamind took the form of Bernard and began to meet Rox often because Rox was beginning to like Bernard's words very much. But she was completely unaware that the person she was falling for was a Megamind. At the same time, Megamind also now begins to train Hal by constantly becoming Space Father and telling him that you will have to fight Megamind one day, and at the same time Rock by becoming Bernard of Megamind. Spending a lot of time with him makes him fall in love with him, and after Hal completes his training, Megamind becomes very happy because a superhero finally comes to fight him. Hal is one of them because of his superpower. The new name Titan is given, and the next day there is to be a fight between Titan and Megamind. But when the time comes for the fight, Megamind refuses to fight Minion, because he has to go to meet Rox as Bernard. Minion rebuffs him and explains that Rox likes Bernard, not her. At this, Megamind gets angry and starts bad-mouthing Minion. That's why they're separated. While Robson is waiting for Bernard, he arrives dressed as the Hell Titan. Hal had always liked Rock, but he had always considered him only a friend from Rock. And that's why Hal tries to impress the Rock Seed by using his superpowers. But I don't like Rock and Hal. At the same time, Megamind also reached there to meet Rock Singh by pretending to be Bernard, and in a while, Rock also comes there. They both get a little close to the same things that Hal is watching from the window outside, and he leaves from there angrily. But then the watch of Megamind gets touched by the hands of Rock Sin, which Megamind had come in its true form. Seeing this, Rox gets very scared and starts leaving from there in anger. Megamind tries to explain to her enough and says that the Bernard you want is the one. I was the one. I didn't have a problem with that, but you lied to me, Rock told Megamind. I don't like that. Hearing this, my mind becomes very sad, and at the same time, he leaves his car and the power diffusing gun. After coming to his house, Megamind started preparing to fight Titan. And when he went to fight Titan the next day, Titan did not come there. Angered by this, he goes to her house, and there he sees that Titan has stolen a lot of money and people's things. After seeing this, Megamind tells him, "Why did you come to fight me?" So the Titan tells him not to fight me with anyone. I don't want to be a superhero. He then tells Megamind that I fell in love with Rock Singh and saw him with Bernard. Saying this, Titan shows Megamind the photo of Rox with Bernard. When Megamind realizes that Titan has grown fond of Rock, he tells Titan that Bernard and your Space Father were me and that I gave you superpowers so that you could fight me. Hearing this, Titan gets very angry and starts attacking the Megamind, and there is a dangerous fight between them. When Megamind sees that Titan is overwhelming him, he tries to kill Titan by trapping him in a ball of copper, just like Metro Man. But that copper ball has no effect on Titan, and he breaks that ball and comes out. When Megamind finds himself completely defeated, he flees to the Rox. He comes to Rox to apologize for his actions, and he tells Rox that the superhero I created is now becoming dangerous and that he must help him to stop it. After this, they both go to Metro Man's house to find out Titan's weakness. Where he had been living, they both see there that the Metro Man's house is very advanced. They both start looking for Metro Man's weakness there so that with his help they can defeat the Titan. But both of them are looking for something there, and only then do they see Metro Man there. Seeing which both of them are very surprised, and they ask him why he hid himself. At this, Metro Man tells them that he was tired of helping people, and in fact, he was no longer interested in this work and was not getting any pleasure from it. He always wanted to be a musician, and that's why when he tried to kill her that day, an idea came to his mind and he pretended to die. After hearing this, Rox and Megamind ask Metro Man to come back to Metro City and tell him that Metro City needs him. but Metro Man refuses to come with them. The Megamind is very angry with this, and while going from there, he thinks that he has made a big mistake by making a superhero, and after this, he hands himself to the police and goes to jail. At the same time, Rox thinks that she will fix everything by talking to Hal. But Hal had become very arrogant and bad because of getting superpowers. That's why he kidnaps Rox and ties him to the tower of Metro City, and then he makes a video and challenges Megamind to a fight and says, "If you want to save it, come to me soon." Seeing this, Megamind understands that he has to get out to save Rox. So he requests a lot from the jailer there to get himself out. But he soon discovers that the jailer is none other than the minion who came to Megamind's rescue after seeing him in trouble. He gets her out of jail. Megamind first rescues Rox after leaving prison. But in the meantime, Titan destroys a building, picks it up, and throws it on top of Megamind, due to which Megamind is injured. Seeing this, Rox is very worried and she comes running to Megamind and at the same time hurls the Titanic bus toward Rox. But at the right time, the Metro Man would come there and save him. And he scares the Titan, saying that if you have got the power, then you should not take advantage of it. You need to revise it. When the Titan sees Metro Man there, he is afraid of him and runs away. But when Metro Man grabs the Titan and talks to him, the Titan realizes that it is not Metro Man, but Megamind, so he attacks Megamind again. Rox tells Megamind during the fight that your invisible car is here and so is the power diffusing gun. After hearing this, Megamind pulls out a power diffusing gun from his car, and as he proceeds to kill Titan, Megamind shoots Titan with the gun. As a result, all of Titan's inner energy dissipates, and he becomes a normal human being once again. On the other hand, the Megamind who was injured was Megamind's friend Mania, who was very injured, and he did all this for his friend Megamind. And at the same time, Metro City had got a new superhero in the form of Megamind. Those people who earlier used to call Megamind Balabura and hated him, all now started liking Megamind, and the next day Megamind is honored in Metro City. At the same time, we see Metro Man in the crowd, who came to see Metro Man being honored by changing his disguise. At the end of the movie, we see Minion locking the real Bernard in a washing machine, and that's where the movie ends. So if you like this video, please share this video and subscribe to the Match channel, and press the bell icon.